I'm very proud that tirelessly ASEC Magsaysay has supported so many organizations and individuals. My group is one of the recipients of so many trainings that CICC had through the years, and of course the creation of the AI-based digital forensics examination manual that was, of course, brought to life by Sir Drex is a truly revolutionary at some point. Okay, so again, I am Commander Nomar Bilbao. I am currently the Group Commander of the Cyberspace Security Group for the CIS Service Armed Forces of the Philippines. And maraming trabaho, especially right now. You can see that the news is flooded with cyber attacks, breaches, left and right. And sabi nga namin, okay lang yung walang tulog sa trabaho namin, basta walang gising. So, ganun po. Kaya malakas kaming mag-consume ng kape. Okay, at this point, the Chief of Staff is an equally important event, but his staff brought me or gave me his speech, and if I may quote, "Good morning. It is a great honor to address you today at the opening ceremony of the Philippines Cybersecurity 2024. I am privileged to stand before a gathering of over 800 dedicated professionals who are at the forefront of safeguarding our nation's digital landscape. The rapid advancements in technology have transformed our world in ways we could only imagine a few decades ago. These advancements bring tremendous benefits, from increased connectivity and efficiency to the democratization of information and the creation of new economic opportunities. However, they also introduce significant challenges, particularly in the realm of cybersecurity. Today, we convene to address these challenges, to share knowledge, and to strengthen our collective resolve in securing our digital future. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is acutely aware of the critical role that cybersecurity plays in our nation's defense. Cybersecurity is not merely a technical issue, it is a matter of national security. Our ability to protect sensitive information, ensure the integrity of our communications, and safeguard our critical infrastructure is paramount to the effectiveness of our military operations and the security of our nation. In the modern era, warfare extends beyond the physical battlefield. The cyber realm is now a critical domain where conflicts can be waged silently but has devastating effects. The Armed Forces of the Philippines must be vigilant and prepared to defend against threats in this new domain. Cybersecurity is integral to our operational readiness and our mission to protect and serve the Filipino people extends into cyberspace. The cyber realm is now a battlefield where state and non-state actors seek to exploit vulnerabilities for various malicious purposes. The stakes are high, and the consequences of failing to secure our digital environment can be dire. This is why gatherings such as this are vital. They provide a platform for us to discuss, learn, and collaborate on the best strategies to counter these evolving threats. Allow me to highlight some of the key cybersecurity concerns that directly impact the armed forces of the Philippines and our broader national security. First, on critical infrastructure protection. Our military operations rely heavily on critical infrastructures such as energy grids, transportation systems, and communication networks. A cyber attack on any of these sectors could disrupt our operational capabilities and compromise national security. The interdependence of our infrastructure means that a breach in one area can have cascading effects across multiple sectors, magnifying the impact of a cyber attack. Secondly, on government and public sector security. Vulnerabilities in government IT systems pose significant risks. In the first 6 months of 2024, the domains or websites of DOST, DICT, the DOJ, and other government offices have been targeted. Attacks against government websites, databases, and networks can compromise sensitive information and disrupt command and control systems. Ensuring the resilience of our governmental digital infrastructure is critical for maintaining public trust and ensuring the continuity of essential services. Thirdly, on data breaches and privacy violations. Protecting the personal and sensitive information of military personnel is crucial. Data breaches can lead to identity theft, blackmail, and other security risks that undermine our operational security. The exposure of such information not only affects individual privacy, but also poses a threat to national security, as adversaries can use this information to their own advantage. Fourthly, on cybercrime, in its many forms such as phishing, ransomware, and online fraud, this poses a significant threat to our operations. Cyber criminals are continually evolving their tactics, targeting not only individuals, but also organizations and critical infrastructure. The financial and operational impacts of cybercrime can be devastating, necessitating a proactive approach to defense and response. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is unequivocal in its stance of zero tolerance for cybercrime. Fifth, on international collaboration, cyber threats are often cross-border in nature. The AFP needs strong international cooperation and information sharing to effectively counter cyber threats and enhance its cyber defense capabilities. Engaging with global cybersecurity initiatives and frameworks allows us to benefit from shared knowledge and resources, strengthening our collective defense. On legislative and policy support, gaps in cybersecurity legislation and enforcement mechanisms can hinder the AFP's ability to respond for cyber threats effectively. Robust legal frameworks are needed to support military operations in cyberspace. Collaborative efforts between the military, government, and legislative bodies are essential to develop comprehensive policies that address current and future threats. And lastly, but definitely not the least, is fighting misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. The spread of wrong, distorted, and false information poses a serious threat to national security and social stability. These malicious activities can sow discord, manipulate public perception, and undermine trust in its institutions. The need to develop robust mechanisms to identify, counter, and prevent the dissemination of false information is essential and urgent. We must work together to promote digital literacy and ensure that accurate information prevails in the public sphere. Particularly to the AFP, we are addressing two key concerns: awareness and education, and resource constraints. Low levels of cybersecurity awareness among military personnel and the general public can lead to human errors that compromise security. Ensuring that all personnel are trained in cybersecurity best practices is essential to prevent cyber incidents. Continuous education and awareness programs are necessary to keep pace with the rapidly changing cyber threat landscape. Limited resources and investment in cybersecurity infrastructure can impede the AFP's ability to protect its digital assets. Addressing the shortage of skilled cybersecurity professionals within the military is crucial for building a robust cyber defense posture. Strategic allocation of resources and investments in training and technology are necessary to bolster our cybersecurity policies. To effectively address these concerns, we must adopt a comprehensive approach that involves government agencies, the private sector, and international partners. Here are some key steps we are taking within the Armed Forces of the Philippines to enhance our cybersecurity posture. Stronger cyber defense capabilities are a priority. We are investing in advanced cybersecurity technologies and building a robust cyber defense infrastructure. This includes enhancing our ability to detect, respond to, and mitigate cyber threats by developing state-of-the-art cyber defense systems. We aim to stay ahead of potential adversaries and protect our critical assets. Enhancing cybersecurity awareness and training. It is essential to ensure that all personnel are trained in cybersecurity best practices. We are implementing training programs to raise awareness and build the skills needed to prevent cyber incidents. Collaboration and information sharing is another proactive step we have taken. We are fostering stronger collaboration with national and international partners by sharing information and best practices. We can enhance our collective ability to counter cyber threats, cybercrime, as well as disinformation and fake news. Establishing robust channels for communication and cooperation with other nations and organizations helps us build a unified front against cyber adversaries. In the area of legislative and policy support, we continue to work closely with lawmakers to ensure that our legal frameworks keep pace with the evolving cyber threat landscape. Robust legislation and enforcement mechanisms are crucial for effective cybersecurity. Advocating for policies that support cybersecurity research, development, and implementation is key to maintaining a resilient cyber defense posture. And promoting innovation and research in cybersecurity is essential for staying ahead of emerging threats. We are supporting initiatives that foster technological advancements and the development of new security solutions. Collaboration with academic institutions and private sector organizations enable us to leverage cutting-edge research and integrate it into our cybersecurity strategies. I believe In this particular area, the AFP and PhilSec have much to discuss. Ladies and gentlemen, cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. As we gather here today, I urge each and every one of you to continue your relentless efforts in securing our digital frontier. Your expertise, dedication, and innovation are the pillars upon which our cybersecurity framework stands. I make special mention of the need to work together against any and all forms of cybercrime, as well as to put a strong, widespread campaign against misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. These negative inputs stymie our all-out efforts to build the peace and push the progress of our nation. Let us work together to build a resilient cybersecurity ecosystem that can withstand the challenges of today and the uncertainties of tomorrow. Our nation's security, prosperity, and future depends on it. Each of you plays a critical role in this endeavor, whether you are developing new technologies, implementing security protocols, or educating the next generation of cybersecurity professionals. Your contributions are invaluable. Together, we can create a safer digital environment for all. I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers of this event, of course, TradePass. And this conference is a testament of our collective commitment to secure our nation's digital future. Thank you, and I look forward to the productive discussions and collaborations that will emerge from this gathering. Together, we can make a difference. Mabuhay at maraming salamat po, Anton.
Thank you so much, Commander.